All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Golfballing Podcast, episode 284. Joined as always by Ryan. How are you doing?
I am doing well, sir.
Has it been 2 weeks since our last step or just one?
I think it's two.
Two? Yeah. Yeah.
There's been a lack of golf to really talk about.
Yeah. You're
I
hyping
will
up the
say,
Bermuda.
dude, you know me. This time of year, I really don't give a shit. But saw some clips on the wind, and it was insane. It was fun to watch people struggling, and I'll tell you, seeing people shoot under par in 35, 45 mile an hour winds. I honestly don't know how like gusty it was, but people hitting 4 and 5 irons from 135 yards and coming up short is insane.
Yeah, I need to throw some highlights on. I saw a bunch of stuff on Twitter about that being maybe the worst golf event as far as strength of field ever. I think there was one major winner, which actually kind of surprised me. It was Danny Willett.
I will say, I have to give you credit. Last week you did call Ben Griffin.
I was looking at the Cabo event and I forgot about that. I saw Ben Griffin won and I forgot I even picked him.
I had Spawn, you had Griffin, and yeah.
Wow.
Kudos to you.
I'm upset I didn't watch that. I never saw it on TV or I wasn't looking. I totally forgot that event ever existed. I don't even think there's anything on YouTube of Nick and I playing there, which I've said 38,000 times on this how bad that trip was on my end and my responsibility. Dude, we played like a top 50 course in the world, didn't record anything, and then played Tiger Woods' literal soon-to-be PGA Tour event and filmed nothing.
You're good at that.
Absolutely nothing. I'm so good at it. So I know you want to talk Internet Invitational. The last two episodes have been rough over here on my end, and it's so annoying, dude. These are like two of the best episodes the podcast has like done in absolute years. I forgot where I was even getting with this. I've got a couple video ideas, and my phone microphone doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I've dropped it so many times, just doesn't work.
I feel like that's an easy fix. Just go use your insurance on your phone and get a new one, or upgrade.
All right. Well, I'm 26. I'm on my dad's phone plan.
Yeah, but he can make you an authorized user. You can go into Verizon, AT&T, and you just do a claim. And if they can't troubleshoot it, they just give you a new phone. You switch all your info over.
What I really just want is a camera. But I know the newer phones work perfectly fine as a camera.
And you can get one of those little things that stick in the ground. It magnets to your phone. I mean, it's super easy.
It's super. It's so much better with a camera. I can't. It's all just
Do you know what's that guy? He's a TikTok, Instagram dude that raps.
Briskins?
The white dude.
You love that guy. I have no idea who that is, but I know of what you're talking about.
He gets on like, a chat. And no. I was gonna say this guy's got the most insane camera.
Oh, really?
You should just message him. Yes. Hold on.
All the Miami vloggers use this beautiful one. It's like $800. Beautiful.
Harry
it's
Mack.
Like the smallest thing. Yeah.
Harry Mack. Entertaining nonetheless. If you haven't watched much of him, I'm not a huge rap fan, but I appreciate what he does. 90% of the time, people are like, "You look so fake. Your camera is insane." He's like, "I just have a good camera.
Yeah.
Buy whatever the fuck that is." But to digress to the Internet Invitational, I know you don't partake, but there was some insane drama. And playing for $1 million, each player gets 333,000 to their pockets after tax, of course.
After tax?
Well, no, like, they get 333,000 and then taxes, so they probably get 250 if I had to guess. And there was a lot of cheating going on. Paige Spiranek gets caught pushing down the grass in front of a lie after she had already made some slight comment about, oh, have you never played competitive golf? Because they didn't give her like a 2.5-foot slider putt on the first hole. And she felt like she should just be given that putt. 3-4 holes later, she is seen very clearly pushing down the grass in front of this golf ball in an alternate shot format so her teammate could get it out. And luckily they lost the hole, so it didn't have implications on, who won, lost. But it was just kind of like, you played competitive golf, tried to play professional golf. Believe she was on the Symetra tour.
Yeah,
and you don't know that you can't improve your fucking lie. Wild, fucking wild. But it gets overshadowed by this guy Malosi on Good, who had been called out multiple times for using slope on his rangefinder, and it was made very clear you are not to use slope on your rangefinder.
Why
and
not?
It was it was a rule they set. I mean, you can't do it in competitive golf. There's a lot of like uphill, downhill shots,
I've never used one of those before, so I don't know.
My slope doesn't work. I have a slope rangefinder and it doesn't work.
Really?
So I've never used it either.
5 years. I need to buy one.
That's because you only play golf with me and I have a fucking rangefinder.
Malosi? How do you spell that? Oh, Malosi Golf?
Yeah.
They're like the Samoan dude.
Yes. He gets caught using his rangefinder. And I shot you the screenshot that I sent to him, but I think that the biggest number of videos that he could get out of this would be to do a lie detector test just to prove everyone, because he hand to God on the green that Dave Portnoy swore up and down that he wasn't using slope. It's so like suspicious. Could have been, but his family is getting death threats and stuff, and like they're reaching out to his mom saying that she raised a piece of shit child and like all this crazy stuff, which is totally uncalled for. Like I can't believe people went that far. Make your comments, move on.
Crazy.
Like, internet's crazy, and crazy. I think it would be hilarious to watch him put up a video of him doing a lie detector test. Millions of views. But nonetheless,
so he's still saying he didn't do it?
He's still
like
swearing.
Still to this day?
Oh. To this day, swearing he didn't do it. And it's, to me, abundantly clear that he did do it.
What the hell was that? Is that a Stanley?
Oh, yeah. Trying to cut down on the water bottle usage. Got a lot of empty water bottles in this house. So
such a chick. Be a man and don't drink water.
Really trying.
I've got this pain. Sorry. I've got this pain on my lower abdomen. And I'm really hoping it's from the gym. Because I've seen that Friends episode where Joey has kidney stones. I was worried about appendicitis, but that's the lower right, and there's a lot of symptoms.
Yeah.
I have maybe a sip of water every day. Maybe.
I'm trying to stay hydrated. I was drinking 6 to 8 bottles of water a day and just going through cases.
Damn.
And I mean, they're $4 a case. It's not that big of a deal as far as that is concerned. But just stacking up empty water bottles in our recycling is just getting old. So I work from home, just trying to stay hydrated. I've been drinking way too much recently, as you could probably tell, but
yeah, watch us on YouTube.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm getting back into the old ways, if you will, but it's for another discussion.
Well, you called me today. I was having a Bloody Mary at 1 p.m. It's Monday.
It's a great Monday, man. If I was in your position, I'd do the same shit. I'd do the same thing.
Made my Bears fit a little bit easier, a little more fun.
Yeah, I thought your Packers were gonna fuck that one up yesterday, man.
Oh my god,
Kind
I
of
can't
like
believe it.
kind of like my
uncle
Falcons,
called.
who have now lost to the Panthers
Yeah.
twice this season. We
Okay,
suck. And
I
Penix is
back you guys
down.
every time. I back you guys every time we talk about it. And yeah, you might have lost me.
All my
What's
teams
complicated about the Falcons is, let's just say they continue this whirlwind downward spiral, I should say, and so Morris is gone. Morris gets fired. Now you've got a new regimen that did not draft Michael Penix. And now what? I can't believe my Packers won.
Penix is out. His injury is potentially a season thing. So
Penix got hurt
midway through the game.
Oh man.
Yeah, let me see here.
My uncle called me on Saturday night, and we were talking about covers and stuff, and I forgot about, like, you know how a coach gets fired no matter what league, and then they win the next game. The interim coach always wins the next game. And of course it's Jameis Winston. I love Jameis. I cannot believe the Packers won that football game. That was really surprising to me.
What would have been the best of the weekend is if Shedeur came in and had a game-winning drive, but that didn't happen either. So,
dude, Shedeur, yeah, I was watching. I had to play Jerry Jeudy in fantasy, and I was keeping track on that box score, and I was like, does that say Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah,
and I didn't know if Gabriel got benched. He concussed, but
he went like sub 500 on completions with an interception and no touchdowns from like mid third quarter on. It was very mediocre showing.
His salad, horrible.
Not good.
Your mic just got unbelievably loud. I don't know what's going on here.
I can't speak to that.
Let me see what we got here. Oh, you got auto on. There we go. Should be good.
That didn't touch shit, but college football's been a mess.
Oh my god, you're fucking loud.
I got nothing for you.
I'm turning your mic down. College football, South Carolina blows it. Notre Dame. I hate the Pitt coach so much. He's such a douchebag.
Somehow this defaulted back.
What the hell are you doing? Holy shit.
I just switched back to my Yeti because apparently it was on my MacBook.
Oh, God. That's loud as fuck. All right.
You're going to have to edit this one?
No, there you go. I think you're good. Apparently, I can adjust your mic.
I think you adjusted it back to the MacBook because I've never changed that.
You had automatically adjust mic volume on, and so it might have been that, but I turned it off for you.
It's on me, dude.
Technical issues.
What are you gonna do? Kind of like Alabama against Oklahoma. I lost.
Who won that?
Bets. Oklahoma won.
Oh, really?
It was a great game.
Wow. On the road?
No, I want to say they were at home.
Oh. Man, I can't get into it other than Notre Dame. I really just can't. Maybe next year. When Nick and I first moved to Fort Myers, we moved like the week college football starts, and then NFL is after that. And I remember we were watching college football on the ground. I think Nick's stuff hadn't came in, and we were watching. I think Nick even set up like a air mattress in our living room, and we were watching college football. And I was like, "This is the year. This is the year I get into it." And it's just yet to happen.
The playoffs is making it more interesting. The NIL is making it more interesting. They need to expand to 16 teams.
My
Well, hear
God.
me out. The SEC, and I'm biased being an Auburn fan, the SEC is notably the best conference. I mean, up until this weekend, when you had a bunch of SEC matchups that potentially could knock people out, there were 6 SEC teams in the top 12 going to the playoffs. If the season ended before last weekend, 6 out of the top 12 teams are SEC. Well, a 2-loss Alabama, if they don't get in, they're going to be better than 4 or 5 teams that make it. And I think if they had a chance to go head to head, it changes things. But also a first round bye for the top 4, I believe. Not, I thought it was a top 2, but I believe it's the top 4 get a
Mhm.
bye.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, 16's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know if it was an issue last year, but I would imagine there are some players who sit these games out. I feel like Carson Beck didn't play against us in the playoffs last year, but I don't remember if that was an injury related or if he
No
got
way
benched.
anybody, no way anybody's sitting out in the playoffs. That makes no sense. Unless you got like Ohio State, BYU, and they know they're just going to trash them. I don't really think there's any 2 teams that
Well,
are that much.
I think you've got projected first rounders that don't want to gamble on it.
That's
I would
incorrect.
imagine. Don't you think?
No.
You don't think you got a top 10er and they're a little hesitant playing 4 freaking playoff games after a 12-game season?
Well, and that's the thing. Get rid of Louisiana Tech, and we're playing Mercer this weekend. Get rid of those games, condense it down to a 10-game season, and in the
They
playoffs,
need those games though.
the other small schools do, but you got to think about the amount of money that like March Madness brings in with fucking 64 teams or whatever it is. That is kind of the equivalent that I say you get to the Sweet 16, you're making more money off those playoff games than anything else.
You
So
gotta make the goddamn the Sweet 16, dude. That's hard. As a
no,
Southern
but
Utah guy, our game
I'm
against
not
Oregon or Utah every year, those were huge money makers. They pay you to play in those.
I agree, but I'm talking about from a college football perspective, not a school by school basis. I agree. You're going to have some small schools that miss out on the opportunity to get the shit kicked out of them by Alabama. But you also got to think about the big picture and what's good for the fan base. I mean, no one wants to see a bullshit team get beat by 60 by Ohio State or Alabama or whoever versus, seeing an extra game in the playoffs for the top 16 teams that are actually worth a shit. But you're right. They probably won't ever get rid of those cupcake games because those schools benefit. And there's some agreement between the NCAA and those schools. But
I saw Southern Florida was I don't even really understand how the playoff works still. I saw Southern Florida was gonna make it. I didn't know they were a
different.
Power 5,
No,
but
different.
now it's Navy. Navy might make it. Whoever gets out of that A whatever gets a bid.
No. What's it called?
Then why the hell is South Florida in the playoffs?
It's kind of like the what's the secondary bracket for college basketball?
um,
You don't you know what I'm talking about? Like the
yeah,
NAIA? It's kind of like
yeah.
that. They're not getting a bid into the college football playoffs. It's like
Are
their
you
own.
sure? I saw Southern Florida on every playoff at 12 all week until their loss to Navy. And now I saw a Navy fan saying we might make it. I think the American League gets a bid.
No, because Navy's 8-2 and they're unranked, and South Florida's 7-3 and they're ranked 24th. So I'm
Yeah, I
fairly
see that
certain.
now.
So
I'm just
let's
Googling
do
it.
this.
The
College
5
football
conference
rankings.
champions.
Oh, they haven't updated it yet.
As before the weekend, it was Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Oklahoma, and BYU. So, no, USF is way out of it. Navy's nowhere close, just based on strength of schedule.
What I'm seeing here is 5 conference champions become automatic qualifiers based on where they rank in the top 25. So South Florida was probably high up in the ranks to get the American bid. Did they release it today? College football playoff rankings?
They have. I just looked. They haven't updated it.
What? All right, let's just go ESPN projections.
I can just tell you neither of
Yeah,
those
see,
teams
I'm seeing North Texas is making the college football playoffs right now. That's
but
the
it's
mock.
like the secondary. It's like the NAIA or whatever it's called for.
It still counts. You still play right here. North Texas would play Texas Tech, and then the advanced, they'd play, whoever the hell wins.
Pull up what you're talking about, because that's not it. It's not it.
This is a ESPN oh my god, ESPN bowl projections. And these writers are saying college football playoff first round games. North Texas, Texas Tech, Georgia Tech, Ole Miss. And then this guy thinks Virginia plays Oregon.
Dude,
I'm telling you, dude, I think America. There you go. James Madison's in the college football playoffs right there. Boom.
No. No.
I'm telling you, dude, that somebody's getting a bid. I don't know what JMU is in. There will be at least one non-SEC major change as the James Madison Dukes are expected to take over the South Florida Bulls. USF fell to Navy while JMU steamrolled Appalachian State.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but they're not even in the top 25, so I don't know where James Madison.
But I'm telling you, that's how it works now.
I'm gonna have to do my research on that.
Yeah, I know. It's like the tour.
It's just the top 12 teams make it, to my understanding.
No, it's not. No. There's auto bids.
How does it work?
College football. This is now a college football podcast. The 5 highest ranked conference champions automatically qualify. What the hell is JMU in? James Madison. They are in the what the fuck? Sun Belt. Yeah, okay. So they just took over for the American. Yeah, James Madison 9-1. Good for them.
That would be a monstrosity if they made it.
That's
over a couple of.
There was one last year. I'll tell you who it is. 2024 college football playoff brackets. There was one. I think it was like ASU made it as well. SMU made it. Ooh, you're kind of right. There's nothing that pops out from last year. Boise State got an auto bye last year. So there you go. Boise was not third in the country, yet they were the 3rd seed in the playoffs. Nick's going to text in the group chat after this and just break it down very easily, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got nothing.
So to my understanding, the Sun Belt JMU just overtook American South Florida. But then Navy needs like, if Navy wants to make the playoffs, I think they need like James Madison to lose. American. I think they need North Texas to lose, but no, they're 6-1. I don't know. We'll find out soon. Because I didn't understand why South Florida was in the college football playoff. Like, I get it, they had a good season. They were 7-2, but
I apparently know nothing about college football then.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, I swear it was like an NAIA type deal.
No.
Yeah, this makes no sense. I'm gonna have to write a letter about this shit.
Maybe someone can shed some light in the comments.
Doubtful at best.
Yeah. Someone commented about your A&M take.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know. You were like, I don't know if you said A&M should be number 1. I don't know.
No, I think I said they're the best team in the SEC.
Oh, and then someone was like, well, then they wouldn't be 4th or whatever. I don't know. All I know and all I care about is Notre Dame wins out.
Ohio State and Indiana aren't in the SEC, and Texas A&M is number 3. So technically they are ranked the best in the SEC, but that's here nor there.
I think at that point in time, Miami was like number 2, and you were like all in that. Maybe
Texas A&M is still undefeated.
Yeah. I'll pull it up as we wrap up this chaotic show. We should just be on the radio, really.
I agree.
It's just more of a good radio talk. All right, let's see.
Be the most unknowledgeable radio talk ever.
Someone said, I don't think you can call Texas A&M a wild card. A top 3 team isn't a wild card. Just saying.
I'm going to have to go back and listen to that. I don't think Texas A&M being a wild card is anything that came out of my mouth, but
someone else said, what a strange podcast.
They're not wrong.
They quoted podcast, which I do agree. Yeah. It's been a long 284 of these.
Well, I can confirm it's not a prime number.
Nice. I guess that about wraps it.
Got nothing.
There were a couple of nights ago, I was just thinking, because I know we took a week off, and I was like, I almost want like people to just know like no pods in November. November is our off season, but then I felt that way in October as well.
No pod, November.
We're almost there. Month and a half away. Breaking news: Justin Thomas will not be starting the season off. Let's discuss.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Little surgery.
That ends the discussion.
Does Scotty Scheffler have another dominant season? Can he continue the world number 1?
Find out next week. I got Rory's 2011 Congressional Golf Channel film on. So excited to watch that. I can't wait for majors. I was saying that a few episodes ago. The majors are awesome this year. Majors are great next year. And I feel like people were very underwhelmed from this past season. And even 2 years ago, with Xander winning 2. I don't know.
I got a question. How long have you been trolling me with that Miami flag?
Oh, I feel like that was brought up recently. I don't know what else to put. I feel like that was one of the only clean ones. I was thinking about putting Florida. Like I've got the whole SEC, and I've got like a little bit of the ACC and a little bit of the SEC. So I've got Georgia, LSU, Ole Miss, NC State. Let me put that there. Florida State, Auburn, VT, Duke, Virginia, Mississippi State, Clemson, Florida, and Alabama. So it's
Auburn
like
should have a permanent place somewhere up there.
Auburn. It would be South Carolina, but I don't have it.
Yeah, well, support your boy, man. We're in shambles right now. We need all the support we can get.
I literally have nothing for Auburn. I would have never even like thought of Auburn if you had not have gone to Auburn, other than like.
Did you watch the Texas A&M South Carolina game? Because that might have been one of the most ridiculous games I've seen in a long time.
I was watching Notre Dame kick Pitt's ass, but I did catch the very end when Lenoris got sacked a few times, and that was depressing. All right, this is staying here. I forgot about that. That was tough. Family was upset.
They were down like 30. Came back and won.
Yeah, it was like 27. I think they had a 28-point comeback. I think it was like 30-3 at half. Yeah.
I was at
sold.
I was at Fancy's at brunch with the guys after we played golf, and these two girl bartenders, they always give me their sports picks. And we're sitting there, and she goes, I have $50 left in my Hard Rock. I think I'm just going to bet it on South Carolina to win this game, even though it's minus 350 or whatever it was. I said, just remember, it is South Carolina. They will find a way to fuck this up. So they didn't bet it. And then I got a message later saying, thank you for saving me a bunch of money, because they're just throwing $5 here and there. So it was funny.
Yeah, worst one of the year.
Shout out to the Hard Rock. Jackson will figure that out one day.
Yeah. And we've talked about the SEC 38,000 times in the last 6 weeks, but South Carolina in the last like 5 or 6 last games have been top 16 SEC teams.
Oh, they had the toughest schedule, hands down, and they played them all solid. So it's like it's same thing with Auburn.
There's only like one bad one.
We're not good. Like Auburn's not good, but we've played a gauntlet of teams, and we have Alabama left on the schedule. But I mean, when you're playing Oklahoma and Texas A&M and Georgia and Alabama every single year, and they're all top 10 teams, I mean, you're gonna fucking lose at least a majority of them.
So South Carolina got rocked early by Vanderbilt before they were even ranked. They lost to Missouri. Oh, so last week they just lost to number 3 A&M. Then they lost to number 7 Ole Miss, and then number 4 Alabama, 14 Oklahoma, 11 LSU. That's 5 top 14 teams. It's just nuts.
That's the SEC for you. Everyone in the Big Ten wants to talk about how Ohio State is just beating the shit out of everybody. But when your schedule's, I mean, it's not their fault. I get it. But when your schedule's trash and your best team is a mediocre Texas, like.
Yeah, Ohio State's schedule's weird this year.
It's not weird. It's the same every year. I mean, the Big Ten is not that great.
But they just upgraded it big time.
They tried, but unfortunately, Texas went from being number 1 to being basically unranked, and now they have 3 or 4 losses. It just doesn't compute for me. I'm a firm believer that we shouldn't have rankings until week 4 of college football.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't. How are you going to sit here and say Texas is the best team in the nation to start the year? Ohio State's number 2. Ohio State was more accurate than Texas, who turned out to be not that great.
Damn, the Big Ten is tough. So many bottom feeders. Yeah. I was like, I don't even understand still why Rutgers and Maryland, why are these teams even in the Big Ten? And now obviously all that Washington, why is Washington, USA, why are they in the Big Ten? But I miss when Rutgers wasn't there. Why is Maryland in the Big Ten? I just don't understand. But that was years ago. Michigan State hasn't been good since I was a child.
No.
Well, there you have it. Early pick. I'll go Ohio State, Notre Dame back-to-back, and I will pick Ohio State to win. That's my November 17th projection, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ohio State versus the field. I'll take the field. If I had to pick somebody, it would probably be Texas A&M.
Wow.
But, I mean, it's the only choice left at this point. I mean,
Notre Dame,
Ohio State is – well, no, Ohio State is likely going to win it all, but I don't see Ole Miss doing it at this point. Alabama just lost again. Georgia could be a wild card, but they're so bad in the first half that if they match up with Ohio State, they better play all 4 quarters. So,
what's with your Notre Dame disdain?
Just schedule. I'd put my mortgage on them not winning the national championship.
I
It's
agree.
just schedule. It's just schedule, man. I mean, it's
But they
nothing
beat
against-
Indiana and Georgia and Penn State last year.
That's
They can
last
win big
year,
games.
man.
They got a better quarterback.
They lost to Miami, which obviously we found out sucks.
They the weird thing about Notre Dame is CJ Carr against Miami, he threw like 2 balls over 10 yards, and now all he does is just throw it deep. They were like,
yeah. Texas A&M, y'all played them really close. That was probably your best game.
that was a
Purdue,
horrible-
Arkansas is the worst team in the SEC. Boise State, NC
nice win in
State,
Pitt. You sound
USC
like
was a
Nick.
solid win. Boston College, Navy, Pitt.
Navy was.
You got Syracuse and Stanford left. You just don't play but 2 teams.
Tell the ACC to get a little bit better.
I know. Again, not your fault, but it doesn't stray from
Yeah.
the fact that they just don't have a great schedule.
Well, don't fade them.
I won't.
All right. Well, folks, thank you for watching and listening. Hopefully some golf next week. We'll see.
Got nothing.
All right.